Warning, this podcast is not performed by a professional and therefore should not be taken serious unless you want these hands. This podcast contains mild language, several sensitive topics, and some off-the-wall comments. So please, for your safety and protection of your sanity, don't try this at home.
Good morning, America. Welcome to Freak Man's Candyland. I'm your host, Reek the DJ, and joining me is my good co-host, John. And on this episode, we'll be talking about last week's Versus battle, discussing how Meg Thee Stallion could definitely get me pregnant, and also touching on the upcoming Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight. Don't go anywhere, you're rocking with the realest.
Are you ready?
Surprise, motherfucker.
One, two, three. Alright, we're live.
All right. So what's on the schedule for today, man? What we working with?
Hold on. Let me stimulate my mind first. So, I think it's safe to say that Meg Thee Stallion is amongst one of the greatest female lyricists of all time.
Absolutely.
Have you heard her album?
Yes. Actually, that doesn't be on repeat.
I feel like Meg Thee Stallion is probably the only girl that would probably make me feel like a bitch.
You talking about in the bedroom?
I'm talking about after the bedroom. I'm talking about, like, I listened to the entire album and I felt like a slut. I felt like probably what, well, I'm not going to say women feel like sluts when they listen to male rappers talk dirty on everything.
But vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah.
I feel you.
It definitely was not, it wasn't like I could tell I wasn't listening to a nigga.
Yeah,
you know?
Facts.
And it was just like, dude, this shit is so fucking hard, bro.
Man, the thing about Meg Thee Stallion is, yeah, we hear her talking about how, you know, her sex is, how good she is in bed. We hear that from niggas too. But the thing that really gets Meg Thee Stallion, well, comparatively to women, we hear Cardi B talking about her sex life, Nicki Minaj talking about her sex life, and all women rappers do it.
Right.
But we ain't never really heard no woman rapper attack the man and tell him, yo, I hold that boy out or something like that. And Meg Thee Stallion be really putting her foot on men's necks when she talking about the sex life and everything. Like she really flipped the script on us.
First of all, that album was great.
Oh, absolutely.
Must I say again?
Shots fired?
She definitely... Well, first of all, okay, I seen this thing on Facebook talking about shots fired. And it was like, how are you going to make a
shots
song to the...
yeah,
I was about to say this sample to You Got Shot, or You Got Shot.
Who got shot?
Who shot you? Yeah,
who shot you?
Damn, I'm fucking it up.
So yeah, brain, huh?
Whatever. So... somebody was like, how you gonna make a song and sample Who Shot You and you the one that got shot? But I definitely feel like she won. She definitely won.
I mean, she won from the beginning.
Shit, Tory Lanez pulled up like the fucking Atlanta Falcons. Think about that. Tory Lanez came out with his album, right? And it was almost like, all right, well,
what I didn't listen to.
I never listened to Tory Lanez anything. I may know like a couple songs from him. But tell me he didn't pull up almost like... People tried to believe in him. You know, when people listened to the album, it was kind of like, all right, well, maybe he didn't shoot her. Where was the picture of the bullet hole? And then just like the Atlanta Falcons, in the fourth quarter, Tory Lanez said, fuck it. Didn't do anything else. We all realized he was full of shit. And Meg Thee Stallion came out with this album.
Not one time did I ever think Meg Thee Stallion was lying. Like, you know, they had a video out there when she was hobbling from the car. Something had happened to her.
Well, I never seen any video from it. Any video footage from it.
Like they said, like where she was hobbling from the car. Like something had happened to the woman. And, you know, there was no other accusations. There was nothing out there that said it. On a side note, Meg Thee Stallion is not a snitch.
Well, I don't think the same rules apply to if you're a female and you get shot.
It's not even that. I don't feel like, you know, snitching only applies. Me and you do some illegal activity and I tell on you to save my butt, that's snitching.
Right, yeah.
Me?
Well, I feel like this. The reason why, okay, you look at people like 6ix9ine, who might I add, he has a documentary on Hulu now. I don't know if you've seen the.
I've seen the documentary. I have not watched it. I have not watched it.
You've seen the documentary, but you haven't watched it.
Like it's like I've seen of it. Like,
okay, all right,
I clicked on Hulu and I've seen of it.
Same for me. But you think about situations like that. He told on people who weren't already known. If Tory Lanez shoots Meg Thee Stallion, we know who both of y'all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's why the fact that he snitched carries a lot more weight than say if King Von wouldn't have had to snitch. You could clearly see the video and tell who shot him. Well, just any artist, any rapper, if they were to have gotten into any illegal activity and they told on somebody who was not in the limelight and couldn't get out of said situation the same way that they can, you know, that is more so where snitching, like crossing the line as far as snitching. Yeah. I feel like that's more where that is concerned.
I don't feel like if you get shot, you know, I feel like snitching only comes from something that happens amongst your peers. Like me telling on you would be snitching because you my boy. Me telling that X dude Sean killed X dude Bradley, and I don't know neither one of them dudes. I don't feel like so much snitching is like I'm not going out my way to tell on nobody. I don't want no problems.
Well, it's not even that. But say if somebody was to have harmed you in whatever way,
and I told that person to harm me,
right? Yeah.
No, that's not snitching to me.
6ix9ine wasn't harmed necessarily by these people.
I mean, they did threaten his life.
They did threaten his life. Fuck his girl. Yeah. Okay. That's terrible. That's harsh, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. However,
but he was also about to take the fall for them. Like they was throwing everything they was throwing at the boys, and they didn't have no names.
Right.
They was throwing at him too. Like I'm not sitting there saying, you know, I don't care about 6ix9ine, but you know, if you fuck my girl, put a hit out on my life, what I owe you? Why I'm gonna do time for you?
Yeah, I guess you have a point there.
Like I ain't got I'm not no fan of the man, but I'm not about to stick up.
Oh, when he first came out, dude, as a DJ.
Oh, absolutely.
Gummo
was crazy.
Man, as a DJ, you would love getting deep in the party and knowing that was like the next song. That almost made you feel like the man of the night before you even played the shit.
You just knew it was coming.
Hold up, let me get it started, man.
Yeah, you know, but that's what I'm saying. But like, I don't feel like it's snitching because yeah, those were his boys, but when everything that had transpired, he don't owe them anything anymore. Not that he put the hit out.
Matter of fact, I don't even think that's Gummo. I think that might be another song.
I don't remember.
I don't care who the fuck cares about 6ix9ine right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. Like, hey, it's wild.
Yeah. All right, finish what you said. I had to do that.
But yeah, like his snitching aside, Meg Thee Stallion got shot by a hookup. Some random dude.
Meg Thee Stallion got shot by a nigga and she is a female. I don't care.
I don't care if she's a female. Take that aside.
You think he was probably scared? Dog, Tory Lanez is pretty small. Compared to Meg Thee Stallion.
She said you shot a 5'10" bitch with a 42 to pellets. What you talking about, ligaments?
That's and that's what I mean by tell me she isn't up there with greatest female lyricist.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little biased. I got women up. I got Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Meg Thee Stallion up top of some of the women, some of the men.
I wouldn't put Cardi B.
You know, I just think, you know, I think she got some hits. I don't think she's better than the two. I think Meg Thee Stallion's starting to emerge a little bit, eclipse her. I still got Nicki Minaj. Like if we did a versus battle of women rappers, no one's touching Nicki. So I still got Nicki Minaj above every other woman, but I would put Nicki in a top 10 category, including men.
Versus is so weird though, because some artists just have better hits. Like, okay, I was thinking one thing with the Jeezy and Gucci versus. Did you watch that?
No.
Well, okay, I watched maybe. Well, here's the thing. So it was supposed to start at a certain time. Didn't start at that time.
Late.
Yeah,
I saw all the social media reports on it.
Dumbass late to the actual thing. So
niggas.
Right. Well, here's the thing: was they did the verses and Jeezy played like his. From what I heard, he played his whole catalog.
Like his top songs.
Top songs. Well, Gucci. Here's the thing. He's had far more like chart-topping songs. Think about that. I mean, Jeezy for a long time has been not irrelevant, but I mean,
you knew the name, but his songs weren't number one.
Jeezy was definitely for our time growing up. And you can, like, you'll hear a Gucci song today. I've played more Gucci as a DJ, and I've only been DJing since 2016, 17.
Well, yeah, it's because Gucci was more relevant than Jeezy.
Right. Just random shit that he would come out with, you know, even when he got out of jail. That was really when I first started getting into DJing.
Right.
And then he just started coming out with different shit, you know, and like I said, we know all of Jeezy's classics. Yeah. So he had to play all of those. I'm not gonna lie, Gucci, he did play, you know, certain shit that came from skinny Gucci, not fat Gucci, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I just felt like it's so much. The fact that there isn't an actual judge for the verses, it's just the people on the internet decide who won.
Like,
is the problem.
You wouldn't even need a judge if you could just do a vote. Like, if at the end of the verses, like, literally, whatever they had the verses platformed on, where it was streaming, if it was literally just a vote.
Well, they had it on YouTube. They had it on Instagram, and I think they ended up putting it on YouTube. I don't know.
But yeah, like, if there was just a vote, like, if you could, like, literally, if it's on Instagram, Jeezy versus Gucci, and then, you know, how many people voted, and it was like 56% said Gucci, or 47 or 56% said Jeezy. If they just did that, that would be more satisfying in the verses than what they really are. Like, it's really just arguments going on. But then, like, if you had like 50, right. if you saw like out of 100,000, 56,000 sat there and said Jeezy over Gucci, and it's like, bruh, more people already said it. We choosing like democracy. Jeezy won, and like just that would be more than what it is. Just blatant arguments about who did better. But from what I heard of it, it seemed like, man, that man Gucci was just really out there trying to start smoke. And Jeezy was really there for the verses. He was actually there putting the raps out. Gucci was really trying to fight. And I'm not saying Gucci ain't have a problem with it.
Well, I think Jeezy just came out with a new album.
He did come out with an album.
Well, I haven't listened to it.
I have listened to it.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it good?
His first track on there, I think it's amazing, especially with the times.
Well, here's the thing. Gucci just released a project, but it's literally just his greatest, or not greatest songs, but what he, I guess, thinks is his greatest songs.
Yeah.
Which I think is great publicity for right now, especially. But you probably didn't have to do all of that, like you were saying, as far as Gucci just being disrespectful. But dude, what would you feel like if somebody put a hit out on you and you came out, you know, the man on top? Would you not feel like you had every reason to showboat or even rub that in that person's face when you finally see them?
I mean, I feel you on the showboating one, but it was to the point to where, like, you know, you still dragging this beef on, and I'm at the point like, right, if you really that upset about that man putting a hit on you, you right there. You out here, you trying to you trying to get a reaction out this man. Like, to me, no problems with Gucci, but when you try to force a reaction out of somebody just so you can do something,
right?
To me, that's on some coward shit. Like, you're like, oh,
well, what would have been done other than a shootout?
That's what I'm saying. But he wanted Jeezy to do the first thing. You wanted Jeezy to do the first thing, and then you had the right to say you reacted, but you instigated the whole situation.
Right.
So that's my issue with it. Like, bruh, you had the right to showboat. You had the right to talk your shit.
It just wasn't the right time.
It was not the right time, but it was like, that's all your goal was there. Like, you went there to the verses. You should have just been talking your shit from the beginning.
Yeah, if he was going to do all of that, why didn't you start with that when you first heard that they were trying to do this with y'all.
Yeah, that should have been from the very beginning.
Yeah, it isn't like they just set this up a week or two ago and y'all haven't had time to be on social media. People been known about this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the first episode, if I go back and listen to it long enough, we talked about that. And this is episode 5 weeks from, this was 5 weeks ago, you know? Mm-hmm. So, you had time. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I'm not saying he didn't have the right to showboat. I'm not saying he don't have the right to have a grudge. But you went up there trying to force a reaction. That's cowardice to me. If you wanted problems with him, you should have started the problem.
Right, most definitely.
Like, I'm not gonna sit there and want to argue with you, and you just want a reaction from me. Jeezy did the right thing. I think Jeezy should have just sat there and just kept calm because...
Well, it was even worse when at the end they did So Icy together. Like, that was a song that they were on together. Which was, for our time, a amazing song.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I can't remember, though. Was that before the hit or after?
I'm pretty sure that had to have been before. I don't think they would have been making music after Jeezy put a hit out on them. Anyways,
but I couldn't remember the timetable, but that really would have made Gucci look really dumb then. Like
what?
Like
to make the
So
song
Icy after the hit, and then you show up here acting like that. Like that really would have made me look at Gucci like, really, dog? You really wanted just to hype up your name in this incident a little bit more.
Oh yeah, but that's such a weird topic though. Why would they even...
It was weird verses. Like, it was two different energies. It was...
two completely different energies.
Yeah.
But why would you entertain... And this is also what goes along with... Okay, so maybe I think about this as a DJ more than anybody else. I've definitely been DJing parties before and thought to myself, what if this bitch gets shot up? Like, I'll be looking at just different parts of the room and see people just huddled up. You know, and then I might hear, these girls over here going crazy. Or these niggas over here going wild. Just whatever. But something in my mind always asks, what am I going to do if somebody shoots this bitch up?
Isn't that your typical, what if scenario? Like, you're anywhere. Like, you're in a movie theater. What if somebody shoots this movie theater while we're watching it? Like, in a horror film. Like, what if somebody just comes through there and starts shooting? Well, I'm getting to the exit. The exit's right there. Like,
dog,
doesn't everybody think about something like that
at a party though? I'm the furthest person from the exit, probably. The DJ.
You also the one, and you basically the only person really seen.
That's what I'm saying. So if you get to shooting and you just like say fuck it, I'm gonna just shoot the first thing that I see.
And you definitely the most notable thing. Like, I seen Susie in the corner of my eye,
right?
And Jared to the right. But I know the DJ standing right there. And he gonna stand right there for a good majority of the time. First shot hit him, it's always, I know where he about to be at. I don't know how. And
you know if we hit him first, the whole party is gonna be shut down. It's not just like, oh well, me and this person then got to fighting, so we didn't got kicked out, and now the party's still going on, and we just outside looking stupid as hell.
Yeah.
You know it's about to be hell. Mm-hmm. I've definitely thought about that plenty of times.
You go to a party and shoot a DJ, bro, you an asshole.
If you go to a party and shoot the fucking DJ, you are ruthless.
You an asshole.
Do you know how bad the fucking song has to be for you to get shot as a fucking DJ?
No, bro. I'm thinking that's more of a mental problem because you're already coming here to shoot the place up. But if you shoot the DJ first, it's like, bruh, you went there and was like, no one's even gonna even try to have a good night after this. Like, that DJ gone. Like, your DJ gone. We shot him first. Like, that's the type of mentality I think you're coming to if you shoot the DJ first. Like, you really try to ruin nights. Like, even though you're already going to shoot the place up, you shot the DJ first.
Well, here's my thing. There really needs to be some form of... I don't want to say with any party that requires a whole bunch of niggas in the situation, but I don't feel like that versus would have ended in a shootout without, somebody higher than Jeezy and Gucci having to step into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure they had security there. Hopefully they did, at least.
Who's in charge of verses?
I don't know.
Like,
Instagram?
Then
Whoever
I
runs
don't
the Instagram.
I don't play that security then. I just don't. I feel
Shit,
like
whoever
it's,
runs
hey,
the fucking Instagram page.
I feel like it's, hey man, come here and be cordial, please. And that's how they do it.
Probably. Shit. I don't know. So, this week is the week. Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr.
It's the same Roy Jones Jr. that fought him back in the day, right?
They never fought.
They never fought?
They've never fought. I'm pretty sure you would have definitely heard about that before this if they would have.
That's what I thought. I thought they were around the same age.
They were around the same time. I think Tyson was making his exit while Roy Jones Jr. was making his, kind of like with MMA when we see like younger guys like Israel Adesanya come in, and Anderson Silva is just leaving, and yeah, they got to fight against each other, but that was, I mean, the UFC is good with making fights that people really want to see, you know.
But they don't pay their fighters, so.
I don't know. They well, if you're a good fighter,
they don't pay John Jones. He already said he upset about that.
Well, I don't know about John Jones.
Conor McGregor just won't fight. He fought one fight in the UFC. Now he's back in the boxing ring because he get to fight Pacquiao. You don't think
he's actually, Conor McGregor is set to fight Dustin Poirier in January.
But he's also scheduled to fight Pacquiao.
Right.
And which one you think he's gonna make more money off of? I can guarantee you right now that man probably still has.
At this point, I don't care how much money he's gonna make. Why is money the thing now?
You want to get paid for your effort.
Okay, all right, I get that, but you never seen Mike Tyson doing all these just cash grab fights.
They was getting paid.
They was getting paid,
Boxers
yeah, but
always have
dude, he
paid
ran
well.
through everybody that there was to run through.
But boxers always been paid well. Like now we're starting to hear UFC's not getting paid for fighting.
Well, I don't know.
Conversation.
Here recently, I've heard that MMA fighters get paid a lot better than boxers, but I think that it's still a little bit more strict in boxing to where, I mean, the rankings do hold weight. It's not just like, oh, you win a championship, now you can go to the next weight and fight that champion because you got seniority or, you know, whatever the fuck you think it is. I definitely do think that boxing has a little bit more of a rankings, or they take their ranking system a lot serious.
I think that really just comes down to favoritism. You gonna tell me Floyd Mayweather, if he drops down one weight division, he really got to sit here like Floyd Mayweather, like, you know, exiting his prime. Well,
I'm not saying that they have to start from the very beginning.
I still think if Floyd Mayweather drops one weight division, like, you know, back not 50-0 Floyd, but like 40-0 Floyd, 38-0 Floyd. I think if he dropped one weight division right then and there, it's like, yo, who wants to fight him? I think the champion wants to fight Floyd anyway because he was Floyd motherfucking Money Mayweather. Floyd brought in bank.
But there should definitely be a. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe it's more so because I've wrestled and just having anything where your weight class is the factor. You're gonna think about that, you know, because there's somebody at a higher weight class or at a lower weight class that could be better than you, and probably deserves it more than you.
Deserves what?
Opportunity, a championship fight, a championship match, whatever, you know.
You're telling me if Floyd Mayweather dropped weight at like when he was 39-0, so he's still young, spry, good, 39-0. You think there was a fighter in that weight class if he dropped weight one division? I'm
not saying that there was a fighter in the weight class that could actually beat him. I'm saying there are fighters who deserve the opportunity to face the champion. Yeah, whoever the champion is.
I think they would have the opportunity beforehand then. Like when Floyd Mayweather drops weight division, let's say he drops weight division to go do a fight, I don't think it's because they're jumping him in front because they're like, forget the other guys. But Floyd Mayweather fights sold. He got the nickname Money because he sold well. I think the champions wanted to fight Mayweather because he sold. Conor McGregor comes to fight Floyd Mayweather in the boxing ring because it's sold.
And that's so weird.
He's coming to fight Pacquiao because it's gonna sell.
Have you ever heard his dad talk?
No.
Have you ever heard Floyd Mayweather's dad talk?
Oh, Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
Dad? Yeah.
Not Conor McGregor. I don't know who his dad is.
That's what I'm saying. I know I've not heard Conor McGregor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've heard Floyd Mayweather's dad talk.
This thing coming from like an illiterate line of Because his dad fucking... And Floyd Mayweather can't read a book. A full-length book.
What you need to read a book for when you make $600 million in a year?
But that's what I'm saying, though.
I'd give up my ability to read if I made $600 million a year. In a year.
I don't know, dog.
Dog, you bugging.
Anything can happen, though. Well, I feel like you would definitely have to have a certain type of... I don't know. Floyd Mayweather is probably just a gifted athlete, dude.
I mean...
Just think Mike Tyson without the lisp. You think he'd be fighting?
Mike Tyson without the lisp?
Without the lisp.
What do you mean do I think he'd be fighting? He was already fighting with it.
I'm saying, though, he probably would have had, like, a regular job. I wouldn't hire Mike Tyson.
Oh, you're talking about, like, you know, if he didn't have his lisp.
If
like,
he didn't have his lisp, yeah.
Could have been open to... No, because I think these are all childhood boxers. Like, Floyd Mayweather.
Well, I don't think Mike Tyson got into it until he was, like, 13, 14. So...
Still a child. Not like starting young like Floyd was.
I mean, he was about to be in high school or was in high school, either one.
I mean, you know, but it's still a good time to get into the sport. Like, anytime you get into a sport when you're in that coming of age time, it's fine.
Right.
Like, you take other athletes who started playing sports 13, 14. Joel Embiid, a center for the 76ers, didn't start playing until he was like 14, 15.
That's just a big-ass dude, though,
Yeah,
Joel Embiid.
But I still think people are naturally gifted. Joel Embiid was one of them. Mike Tyson's one of them, whose bodies just work well with it. John Jones, I think he started fighting at a young age too. Oof. But you know, he got some. I think he got some other professional athletes in his family.
Well, yeah, his brothers are, or I think
one of them's a football player.
Yeah,
right?
I was about to say
in
one
NFL.
of his brothers is in the NFL.
Yeah,
he was a collegiate wrestler, and if I'm not mistaken, is a national champion. I don't want to say where, but because I would definitely have to look that up.
It's kind of funny you tell me this man was a collegiate wrestler. Like, you know, I always knew, but it's like I watch this man beat people up. Like he don't even go to the ground. He just want to stand up and strike you. And
same with Justin Gaethje. He's wrestled before too, and he has a pretty storied wrestling career. So
and then you see these guys and they're like, yo, and then they're standing up beating you, and you're like, yo, I know if I take him to the ground, this man got experience here. Like, you know, there's certain fighters you're like, you don't want to get them to the ground, or you want to get them to the ground, but it's like I don't even know why he would have stepped in the ring with John Jones if it's not for money.
Yeah, of course. And same with Mike Tyson. Who would just take an uppercut from Mike Tyson? You
could pay me $20 million right now. I'm not taking an uppercut from Mike Tyson.
$20 million, I'm definitely taking that uppercut.
No, yo,
dude,
Joe,
you gotta
Joe gonna need $20 million in repair.
I mean, I don't have a high pain tolerance, but if I know that I'm $20 or $20, shit. If I know that I'm $20 million richer, oh yeah,
man.
$20 million.
Hey,
$1 million. I'm taking that fucking punch, or at least I'm thinking about it.
That man was about killing people. You think you can take an uppercut? We talking prime Mike Tyson?
Look at him, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's been on the damn TV this entire time.
Mike Tyson sticking you with an uppercut. Prime Mike Tyson, you taking it.
Just think, like,
I couldn't live. I wouldn't live.
You think you're one of the biggest fighters right now. Look at that dude, just fucking annihilation, dude.
Dog, 20. Like, we're talking about no cover. You gotta just stand there and take a straight chin shot uppercut, Mike Tyson. I'm good, bro. I don't think I'm living off of that. I think that man is rattling my brain, and I'm gone. I'm gonna have severe trauma to the head. I feel like we got hit from, like, we're not trained. I'm not a trained fighter. You got wrestling experience, but if you
I'm not a trained fighter.
I mean, but you got contact experience.
Combat experience.
All right. Still.
Okay.
You take a straight uppercut from Mike Tyson to the jaw. You think you're gonna be all right afterwards?
Oh no.
Like,
see, and that's the thing. I've gotten into street fights before.
Yeah.
Where
none of them was Mike Tyson.
No, God no. And I mean, if they were even close, I probably would have definitely quit long before I wouldn't even have fought them. Like, well, I mean, you probably don't know that until you actually fight them. Now with Mike Tyson, after he became champion, I would feel like as an opponent, I would definitely be terribly scared.
There's certain guys, you know.
Mike Tyson's just a scary ass dude, though.
There's certain guys, though, certain fighters. I'm like, why do you want to fight? Like Floyd Mayweather, I understand why you want to fight him. Floyd Mayweather, like what is it? Triple G talking about him as a ghost. He's not looking to knock you out. He's here. He wants to beat you on a scorecard because the longer he goes in a round, the more money he's gonna get.
Well, that's because I feel like that has to be from where you've been in it so long. You know what wins the fights.
Yeah.
And when you're almost 50-0. You had almost 50 chances to almost get beat. And so you're taking from that. Like, this is the thing about guys who are really good at wrestling. And, this is just what I've kind of figured over the years. With guys who are really good at wrestling, I noticed that they know how to win matches. They can either pin you, or if they got to carry it all the way through the 7 minutes, they're ready for that, you know? When you're talking about a 12-round boxing match and a guy who is undefeated, he's been through more than what you could possibly imagine if you think about it, as opposed to the guys who tried to beat him, because they're not thinking, oh, well, I gotta make him, work necessarily.
Yeah.
They're going out there thinking, I gotta put my fucking hands on him because he's undefeated and he thinks nobody can beat him. That's that fucking alpha male mentality. Mm-hmm. You got to think about that. If me and you are in a fight, right?
Right.
And I know that you're undefeated, but you're undefeated because you let people just tire themselves out, and you know what I'm saying? I'm training to not tire myself out, 1. 2, to fucking level you with every punch that I possibly can throw out there, you know?
But you only got... But when you're training for this fight, when you do scouting reports, you can only really heavily train into one. Like, you need to train your endurance and be ready to go the distance.
No, God, no. Everything comes just from wrestling. I know that your endurance is going to grow the harder you train.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like when you fight like that pro level tier, like if you ain't already got it in your bag, you not coming with it. Like, you got to stick to your strong point.
Right.
So if you're talking about training to increase your endurance and then also training to do your power, you're not gonna be able to build both of those up to match the level at which that man already had it that in his bag. So you gotta win in your game.
Well, I feel like that's also just what separates the elite from.
That's what we was talking about, John Jones.
Right, yeah.
He already had the wrestling game, and he's beating you standing up. And he's like, you take me to the ground, you have no chance.
I mean,
I'm ready for that. And that's the craziest thing.
Well, Alexander Gustafsson took him down.
He took him down, but he still lost.
He still lost the fight, barely. The first fight. The second fight, he got knocked out. But
hey, that's because that man John Jones said, all right, let's try this again.
Well, John Jones was also coming from suspension, I believe, at this time. So, by the time the rematch came around. So, I mean, I don't really know about all that.
Did he lose the fight? Did they both get the fight weigh in at the same weight division they were supposed to?
Right, yeah.
Was it clean to go? Hey, that man took 2 L's.
You know what's wild is when people talk about steroids.
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand steroids that have made fighters look just vicious out there. I mean, full 6-pack, full abs, and just everything.
Yeah.
I can understand that because there's no reason why you should be looking like that, and you haven't worked for that, physically.
Right.
But when they tried the whole I forgot what the fuck it was that they found in his system. It was like a picogram or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? And they had to move the fight from LA, or they had to move the fight from Vegas to LA. I believe so, because Las Vegas wouldn't do the fight with anything in his system or something like that. They had to move the fight on a day's notice.
I remember hearing that they moved the fight. I didn't know why they did that.
Well, my thing is this. Do you feel like for fighters like John Jones, who has been on top, and I don't want to say this is like the epitome of black excellence being exposed to the media, but it kind of is. it's like he was the youngest champion in UFC history.
Yeah.
Still is to this day. Well, he also has a DUI, hit and run on a pregnant woman. He has all this other shit that fans still try to throw out at him. But nobody wants to talk about the fact that we have Kobe Covington over here going on the Candace Owens show. Keep politics out of sports. Keep politics out of sports. You won your fight, dedicated that whole entire shit to Trump, basically. Had his whole entire in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Called him up.
Yeah, bro, dude, literally. So, I mean, y'all are mad at this man because he has whatever fun in his free time that, yeah, okay, it fucks up his personal life. But y'all are so willing to forget about this man and talk about this for years after, and even last year he got into, or even I think this year
some incident, I recall.
I think he was like shooting guns. Yeah, he was shooting guns and tried to run away. Yeah, or tried to drive off. But my thing is like, y'all will look at that, and now he's just not our champion.
Well, you got to remember, man, as a minority, no matter if you're black, Mexican, whatever, we're scrutinized. People haven't, Chris Brown, what he did to Rihanna, they still don't let that go. Still drag that man.
I don't know. Chris Brown kind of had a look. He's definitely had a big come up for somebody who got away with domestic violence.
Well, he was already hot then too.
Well, I think he wasn't a lot bigger than Rihanna.
I think
if Rihanna was as big as she is now,
yeah,
that would have not gone up. But that was like our times, or that was like, our times version of Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Think about that. I
wouldn't say so. I think Meg Thee Stallion and Tory
Even though Chris Brown isn't short as Tory Lanez.
I think Meg Thee Stallion, I'm going to get on that too. Because like Meg Thee Stallion said, you shot a 5'10" bitch with a 42, I think is what she said.
Dude, 5'10". She's 4 inches shorter than me.
She taller than me. She 4 inches taller than me.
Dude, and you're not shorter than me. Or you're shorter than me, but you're not that much shorter than me.
Like, like we stand side to side. It's not like, it's like you're dominating over me.
Yeah, like when I talk to you, I don't feel like, I'm just talking to this short ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but Tory Lanez also a short dude. I don't think he weighed like $150.
Well, I wouldn't know. So.
Yeah, I'm like, just look at him. I don't think he weighs like $150.
Dude, have you seen the video to Body? The song by Meg Thee Stallion?
I don't want to watch that video, man.
Watch it.
Watch it?
Dude, I watched that video and had to beat my meat after.
You were part of the niggas that's on her song show. she said, well, you not disrespecting her.
I'm not disrespecting her.
But she is like...
I didn't beat my meat to her,
But that's what she said. She said it's the niggas disrespecting her and then that beat they dick to my videos. But I know what you say. You beat your dick after. No.
Well, I'm not gonna do it to a music video. Obviously, I need something else.
Facts. I feel you.
But I definitely was looking at it and was like, dude, this woman is like.
There's a lot of bad women in there.
She is. Well, I wasn't looking at anybody else necessarily in the video because it's not like I can necessarily tell who the fuck they were.
I seen a couple bad shorties in there, but Taraji.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
She was in there.
That shit was so weird.
She had some I want to say a supersized model. I don't really know, but it was some really thick bad shorty, bro. I can't get her name.
But Taraji P. Henson she's okay.
I'm talking about some other shorty was in there, but hey.
Oh wait a minute. So you haven't seen it? So why'd you say?
I've seen like little like.
Oh okay.
Like Twitter and like they'll put up a video like one girl like the woman I seen the supersized model.
Right.
But I always hate the term supersized model.
Why?
I just feel like it's unnecessary. Like
supersized.
Like when they say supersized models.
Give it a different term.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's.
Why would you call that supersized?
Like why can't why does it even have to be why does that have to be a word in front of model? I feel like that's unnecessary. Like you remember when they were doing the supersized collection? I'm like
probably. Because of just what the typical model
was. I feel you, but I'm
known as.
I'm still like, man, I don't like to call them supersized because
it's degrading. It really is degrading. You wouldn't have a model for a guy and be like the kind of ugly edition or kind of ugly collection, kind of chubby collection. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck you saying that for?
I think they still do have a supersized men model catalog too.
Still, it's like, what?
But I still
what
don't
do you
like
call
that.
Me a supersized nigga for? You know?
My thing is, I get, my thing with, especially when it comes to like women and their weight,
right?
I'm not always 100% that you need to lose weight. I think some women just look great with the weight they have. But if you feel like, you personally need to lose it on your own, you do what's best for you. You do what's good for you. You do what makes you happy.
Right.
But I think some women look good with the weight.
Well, I mean, I've definitely, I don't know.
I've
messed with the entire spectrum. I've
absolutely
talked to girls who were entirely too skinny for my liking. Yeah. Entirely too skinny for my liking, and I've messed with girls who I was just like, shit, but I mean,
Mack truck on Mack truck.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is I'm already a bigger guy, so I don't typically go for girls who are. I know that they're big and they just can't control that, or I take that back. They can control that. I don't typically go for girls who are big, and I know it's just like. You just like to eat.
Bad habits.
You got bad habits like I got bad habits.
Like it's not like your body physique.
Right, yeah. It's like, okay, I've gotten this big and I know what it feels like to lose a lot of weight, but I know what it feels like more to get big.
Like, you see girls who can't gain weight, they're just
they're
slim, but they'll eat what you eat, they just don't gain weight.
Exactly.
But then you've also seen big girls who were like, just big with bad habits.
And they just couldn't help it.
Yeah, but then you've also seen big girls who may have had bad habits as well, but they were just like,
Well, a woman's body is also different. You gotta think
vastly.
Birth control, you have to think everything else that they're putting in their bodies that us as dude, we literally have so much shit. Like, if you really think about it, I seen this post on Facebook. It was like, everything that a woman has to be labeled just right. Men can have 10-in-1 body wash and go about their day as if it's nothing. Hey,
I'm not rocking no 10-in-1.
Well, you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem, men.
Yeah.
That's why we rough.
Right.
I ain't rocking no 10-in-1.
Yeah, most definitely not. But I don't even do 2-in-1 anymore. Not even shampoo and conditioner. It has to be two completely different.
My shower look like a woman's shower.
Bro, I mean, not right now because I had to go out and kind of buy some more shit.
Shampoo,
I left my stuff
I got
at
the conditioner. I got the deep conditioner in there. I got the body wash. Different rags for your face, your body parts.
Ah, shit.
Hey.
Said this rag is for nuts.
Yes. Yes. I'm not putting the same rag that I used. I done sweated in my groin area to wash my face with. Nah, I'm good, sir.
That's so fucking bougie. Dude, my neighbor is... I know you've been hearing that the entire time.
But it ain't even bougie, bro. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, you gonna wash genitalia with your face?
Well, I mean, okay, so the way that I shower, I kind of go from
top
head
down.
to
Yeah, I feel you. But like, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get what you're saying, and I mean, I've heard people who showered so many different weird ways.
Do you wash your legs?
Yes, most definitely.
Hey, I heard people don't wash their legs.
I heard people don't wash their feet because they think that, the soap in the water is hidden.
Yeah, facts. Like you're standing on the water.
That's so disgusting. Wash your fucking feet. Dude, that's nothing more literally than your body's dirty water. Yeah,
you already standing in dirty filth water.
Which is so weird. So do you change your towel every time you take a shower?
Yes.
Somebody told me that I was weird for doing that.
Oh, I change towel and washcloths.
Well, definitely washcloths, because once you start washing, you're washing dirt off of you. A towel, okay, I can kind of understand because you shouldn't be dirty anymore. But when you're wiping yourself off, aren't you just... I mean, you're touching every part of your body.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back later and use a towel that I just used on my ass, on my face.
Let me ask you something.
That's just me, though.
Use the bathroom before you shower. Shower, shave, right? So you got...
I will say this. I have a confession. I will piss in the shower. In my shower, not in just anybody's shower.
Yeah. You know, which I'm not... It's... You do it, you don't...
Dude, this is my fucking apartment. I've literally woke up before and cleaned this entire apartment butt-ass naked. I don't care.
That's the part.
At this point,
That's the beauty of having.
What am I gonna do? Who's gonna get mad at me?
Right.
Who's gonna wake up later on and be like, "Hey, yo, put some clothes on"?
That's the beauty of having your own.
Hey, I walked around balls swinging, just mopping and shit.
But what I was getting back to, you stupid. What I was getting back to was like when after I get off the toilet, I gotta wash my hands. Even though I'm butt naked, I'm washing my hands.
Oh yeah,
before
most
I'm in the
definitely.
shower.
Yeah.
Because to me it feels like even though I'm about to touch body wash that's gonna clean me or hand shampoo and conditioner that's gonna be in my hands, I just literally feel like the unsanitary act that I did right before is just gonna contaminate the cleaning products that I'm about to put on me.
Right.
So I just butt naked, everything ready to get in the shower, still washing my hands just because.
Well, I guess I can definitely understand that. So, all right, another crazy topic, and this wasn't necessarily like, all right, so I kind of tried to do these topics off of just what I felt like was more important. All right, we talked about Meg Thee Stallion's album, which I thought was very fucking important because that is probably the first time that I've ever listened. Yes, that's the cultural, that's for women empowerment. You want to talk about a good time for that album to come out? Kamala Harris, first vice president, just got elected a couple weeks ago, and this album comes out. Hell yeah!
I've already told you.
I'm waiting on her, Cardi B, and Nicki to.
I really wish the media didn't destroy Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
And you know what's wild? I remember you saying that on a previous podcast about how they are always put up against each other, never with each other.
Women can't be at top.
No.
We can have Drake, we can have J. Cole, we can have Kendrick, we can have all these men rappers, Big Sean.
That'd be like if Lil Baby came out and it's like, him versus NBA
Baby.
Youngboy, or him versus the Baby.
We don't compare them though.
Him versus Moneybagg Yo. Anybody. We don't compare guys in the same sense as females, but it's more so because with females, they have to try so fucking hard, and they have to appeal to a crowd that's like, Meg Thee Stallion would have not made it in 2005.
She wouldn't have.
2010. 10 years ago, she wouldn't have made it.
I think she still would have. Nicki Minaj was still coming. Nicki Minaj was popping at that point.
She was not talking about as much nasty shit as
she wasn't. I think times have changed for Meg.
Meg Thee Stallion made an entire album that is, it could literally be the entire playlist for women empowerment.
Hey, I'm not
as far as women empowerment goes, when it comes to dealing with niggas and dealing with motherfuckers that will fuck you over, Meg Thee Stallion won that.
Hey, look, I told you before, I've said it time and time again. Whenever a woman gets into the same position as a man, I automatically take the woman over the man because she had to get there harder than the man.
Oh yeah.
We've always put women against each other. I'm upset the media really drove Cardi B and Nicki Minaj against each other. I think there might have been already a little problem, but if we would have all accepted them and been like, yo, if every media was already like, which one's better? And that probably got to their heads a little. I'm the best, and it went a little further than it should have. But if the media would have been like, oh, we need a Cardi B, Nicki Minaj collab, I don't think there would have been ever an issue with them. I really hope we do get a Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion tape. I really do wish, not just a tape, even just a track. Because we've had the Cardi B Meg, we've had the Nicki Meg, but we're not gonna get that Cardi Minaj because they're at ends now, and I hope they do find a way to make amends.
Well, I really don't think that right now those are the two women that I would want representing female hip hop. Cardi B, okay, Cardi B is gonna be.
I want all three of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're definitely.
On a track.
I will definitely say this: if I was to ever make a female hip hop Mount Rushmore, they're automatically going into 3. Whoever that fourth, I would put Eve as that fourth.
I think I gotta get Trina.
No, fuck no.
I think I just love the way Trina rapped and the way her aggression and talking.
I'd give that shit to the Brat before I gave it to Trina.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Trina?
I fuck with Trina, but it's not. No. Anyways. I feel like this. Okay, so you think about how a lot of male artists are so quick to jump on each other's tracks, and once you hear about this artist, oh, he already collabed with this person, that person, that. What if we did? Drake against. I don't know who the fuck you want to put Drake against.
The only person that's me and my brother was talking about that. When you think about it,
could you put him against Jay-Z?
You could easily put Drake against Jay-Z. Because there's in my
mind,
mind,
who do you have winning in that?
I got Drake.
against Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was great early in the 90s, early 2000s. But Drake ran late 2000s, 2010s, and he looked like he about to run 20s too.
Okay, but listen to this though. Same with the Jeezy battle. Jeezy was for when we were kids. Gucci could be relevant to people who are in high school now, who when they were in middle school, elementary school, both was coming out. You know what I'm saying? That I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk or I'm high, but I'm both. Yeah. But it's like when people talk about Jeezy, you have to look back at the early 2000s.
I mean, yeah, that's where his best work was and such. But what I'm talking about, but Drake's work spans almost 3 decades now. Like 2000s, the 2000s, 2010s.
No. Drake definitely came out when we were almost in high school. So we
went to high school in 2011. Almost in high school puts us at 2010, 2009, 2008.
Let's see, when did he come out with Best I Ever Had? Where the fuck is my phone?
But even before then, he was mixtape Drake and he was rapping. You remember when he was on the track with Wayne? I'm Going In.
Was that before Best I Ever Had?
I can't recall. But
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
He was rapping before then.
Well, Lil Wayne has definitely put on a lot of people.
I mean,
Drake and Nicki Minaj being the most successful.
That's what I meant to tell you when I started this. I don't think there's anybody who can take Wayne, Drake, or Minaj in a versus. And if you want to have a great versus,
when did Drake start me? Oh, okay, 2006.
I knew.
Okay.
So he came out mid 2000s.
What was Drake's first song? Over. Far from over.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so the only person I could put Drake against in a versus would be Wayne. And then somebody said something funny. I saw a post. They said, "Imagine you going against Wayne in a versus, and he played your song. He played your song,
and
so
disrespectful.
It's the more known song."
But you name another artist who could do that.
That's another one.
No Ceilings was amazing.
Sorry for the Waits.
Sorry for the Wait, dude.
1 and 2.
Well, I don't know. Was there 2?
Yeah, there was a 2.
Sorry. I remember the song "Sorry for the Wait."
There was. I'm sorry for the both mixtapes, 1 and 2.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
maybe that's why. Because after a while, I just got out of listening to mixtapes. It was just like if it's not coming out on an actual album.
I mean, you became a DJ. You gotta have the mainstream,
right?
So, but yeah, Lil Wayne's mixtapes is ridiculous, and
but also Lil Wayne started becoming so irrelevant, dude.
He became irrelevant, I think, more because of life choices. Like, people really were like, yo, I can't fuck with Wayne. Like, when Wayne had the full black dreads and everything, like,
oh yeah, now he just looks...
when a Millie Wayne, like, people was like, yo, that's that nigga. That nigga got an iconic look. But now you look at him like, yo, he kind of look like he need help.
Is that weird? That's the only other Lil Wayne song other than Pistol on My Side that he did with Swiss Beats. I don't know if you... Do you know
Millie?
A Millie is the only other song that I have on my phone right now by Lil Wayne.
Yeah. You don't have no other song by Lil Wayne on that joint? None of them. You don't fuck with no other Wayne.
I do.
Mr. Carter.
Oh yeah, I do. But
Mega Man Blunt Blowin'.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I definitely know all those songs and fuck with them, you know. But it's just, I feel like for right now, those aren't the songs that I necessarily want to listen to. Maybe when we was in high school, and you know, because my whole playlist was Lil Wayne, even with, you know, our friends, they love Lil Wayne, you know, so it's kind of like, that's more, if I didn't hear Lil Wayne on the radio or, you know, in the mixtapes, I heard it while I was there, you know, it was like, oh, this is some unreleased shit, or not unreleased, but, you know, some leaked shit that then got out. But I don't know, man. Have you heard where he's he's not under investigation, he's actually probably gonna have to do some jail time for having a gun as a felon? I
mean, stupidity.
It's so fucking stupid.
Like, dog, you a millionaire. That man got a song I just heard recently. I can't remember what song it's from. Man, talking about, I got money from 2002 that I ain't seen since 2002. That's a bar straight from his line. And I'm like, what you need to carry a gun for?
Dude, I believe it.
I believe he got money from 2002.
Oh my God, this man probably has $1 million from 2002.
He probably got bank. And he literally said, I got money from 2002 and I ain't seen since 2002. What you need carrying guns for? Why you still gotta feel hard? That goes back to the incident with King Von. I'm really upset. These niggas get rich and you want to stay in the hood. T Grizzly on his by the way, his album that he dropped this year, T Grizzly, we haven't talked about it. Probably one of my favorite projects.
I haven't listened to T Grizzly in so long. I think the last song, I don't know what the fuck the last song that I listened to him was.
His My Moment 1 was great, but then he dropped a My Moment 2.
Hold on.
I didn't think that was one.
I gotta pee. It's still recording.
Yeah, I figured that.
Use all my damn paper towel.
Man, I took like one. But bad house hospitality. I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Damn.
Alright. Let's finish this. Alright. So, you was talking about T Grizzly?
Yeah, I think his project that he put out this year, probably one of my favorite ones. He got a couple bars in there that, I fucks with, It was one of them was Kylie made $1 billion in life and it bothered me. I'm older than her, so I'm supposed to have more money than her logically. But then I started thinking like that shit don't apply to me. Kylie Jenner came from millions. I come from poverty. And I'm like, yo, that shit real.
Yeah, that's dude, and when I hear raps like that, or when I hear rappers,
Speak
put
true
shit out, yeah. Dude, I knew from the jump. First of all, T Grizzly, all the shit that he talked about in First Day Out,
nigga really lived it.
Like if you look that up, like he really got kicked out of college. He really, all that shit really happened to him. However, we talk so much about. I think we as people put rappers like T Grizzly in the same spectrum as all these other rappers, and you think about rappers like King Von, who actually they're in the streets.
Yeah,
it's not like they're just rapping about the shit,
And that's the thing though. Like again, T Grizzly got another bar, and it's like you love your hood, nigga. Fuck your hood. Go get a house in Cali and do some better stuff. And that's the thing. That's why I'm like, bruh, you got the money. If those is your niggas, get them out. Get you and you out. Get you and them out. Like, don't keep living the street life.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was King Von's whole entire point. I think he just came up short, in the end. I mean, not necessarily that he was trying to get all his people out, but that he was just there for all of his people.
And that's it. Now, sometimes I think that's like literally it's self wounding yourself. Like I get
right.
you love yours and yours alone, but it's like at some point, if you can't, like now he's got kids growing up. No dad, not gonna see their dad again.
Well, same with the who was the rapper from Texas who passed away? Mo 3.
I think so.
I don't know. I still don't know how to pronounce his name.
I've never even listened to a song.
I've just seen the MO and the 3.
I can't remember why. I don't know why he died or how he got killed.
Well, he got shot. But what's weird is he was on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing podcast with Lil Boozy. And I watched it more so for Lil Boozy, but I was trying to figure out the entire time, who the fuck is this guy that's sitting beside him? Like, I've never seen this guy before. I thought it was somebody who, maybe he was in Trill Fam when Lil Boozy and Webby and Lil Fat, all them were doing their thing back in the day. I was just like, whatever, who cares? I'm here for Lil Boozy and Mike Tyson's conversation. Not even 2-3 weeks later, dude gets shot, dies.
I can't remember. Like, what was it? Was it like gang related? Was it?
I have no clue. I have not looked into, but that was more so because I didn't really listen to the dude, anyways. So it's, I mean, I don't want to say I didn't necessarily care about it. I cared about it because I mean it's still
Another black man dead.
Yeah, well,
you don't know why.
It's sad because the rap community has lost so many people, and I feel like this: if Biggie and Tupac losing their lives wasn't enough for the rap community, like black people, it took Trayvon Martin happening for black people to be like, all right, you know what? Fuck this bullshit. We about to stand up. Yeah, we about to stand up together for this. At what point does the rap community say, hey, look, we're all doing this for the same fucking things? You think about King Von and Quando Rondo. It wasn't like Nipsey Hussle got shot by YG.
Yeah.
Who is a
Them
blood.
niggas loved each other, by the way. Them
Exactly.
Them
Dude.
niggas was real cool.
Have you heard Out on Bail by YG?
I can't say I have.
I'm not going to recite any lyrics because I'm terrible with reciting lyrics.
Yeah.
But just go back and listen to it. And, I mean, he kind of talks about, and I mean, it might not even just be in that song, but just in other songs in general, talking about losing Nipsey, and now he feels like he has to be mad at his own crew, you know? In which it may not be a thing. I don't, think nothing of that. But I kind of started thinking to myself, the dude who shot Nipsey Hussle wasn't known,
Nah, it was just some regular street. He was
regular
some straight
dude who just had a problem with him.
Hating ass niggas.
Yeah.
That was another one I was looking to. Triple X.
Oh,
XXX.
I've never known how to say his name, so I didn't want to disrespect it.
Man got caught leaving a car dealership by nobodies. Jealousy. Got mad because a nigga got money.
Yeah.
And they smoked him for what? Didn't take no money just to kill him because they was hating. That's wild to me, man. Like you mad another nigga getting bread, you gotta take his life?
But then you also have to think about just so many rappers that we've lost to overdose and Juice WRLD, Mac Miller.
Hey,
in the past couple of years or recent years.
Mac Miller's one was depression. Anyone could have went by that. That's a tough one. Juice WRLD's, I'm upset about. What do you mean? That man went down because his pilot told on him. Which, like I said, pilot don't own.
Oh, he had shit on him.
Yeah. They was on a plane, had all these drugs, and the pilot knew, yada yada. Whatever happened, the pilot landed the plane. Cops was waiting for him. However, they got the information. I don't know the full details, but the pilot, I think it was reported that the pilot had told on him.
That's wild.
But I don't know full
wild.
details. I don't know if he did it. Don't hold me to it. But what I'm mad about is, it was like all his boys was around, and they said this man just digested all these amount of pills, and I'm like, no one stopped him. Like y'all rather let your boy, whatever they had on the junk, really take 30 of these junks straight because he afraid of jail time. He don't want to lose his life. He don't want to go to prison, and now he lost his life. Then anybody stop him? Like I'd rather, if it's me, you, and my brothers, and all of us, and we all looking at a good amount of jail time, I'd rather take 7 years X than watch you die here thinking it's gonna save me.
Right.
And like that to me was like,
I'd much rather just try to fucking, when we land, do the race.
Absolutely.
You gonna have to catch me, motherfucker.
Right.
I don't care who the fuck was waiting. They could have been at the very front of the damn door.
They was out there. They was out there, but I'm with you.
Dog, I would have got off that plane, jumped down the damn. I would have slid down the damn railing, and
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'd rather have taken that chance than to watch you swallow X amount of pills, thinking it's gonna save my life.
Yeah, well,
save me from time.
Once you, I feel like, get famous like that, you don't necessarily feel invincible, but he's probably been close to overdosing before. And probably thought, oh, well, if I eat all these pills, I might pass out, or I might, but I'm gonna come back. I'm definitely going to come back from
how
this.
He used drugs before and everything.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't. I could never get into being a straight Juice WRLD fan.
I did like his vibe. I didn't follow all of his work, but I did like, his hits vibe.
Him on a feature, I have certain songs in my playlist that, he's a feature on. But never just him as a rapper. I can't get into that sad, like, emo rap, dude.
I feel you. That's what I said. Like, his hits kind of hit me. One of the songs I low-key liked with him was, and I'm not even a fan of NBA Youngboy, but Bandit.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite songs of both of them. And it's just because, they were together, and I just thought I thought it was good.
Yeah, that was a good-ass song. One of my exes put me onto that, so I don't really listen to it that much, but... Anyway, so did you hear about this damn D'Amelio family, whatever, getting canceled?
No.
So basically, this is just like the random ass, I guess, topic of the week. So this D'Amelio family are known for TikTok,
right?
And they got canceled this week, or last week rather, because one of the girls went on TikTok talking about how she didn't have a certain amount of followers and people didn't like that far too much, so they was just like, oh, you're an ungrateful bitch, basically shunned her and did whatever. Well, okay, this older woman named Trisha Paytas, she is known on TikTok for just causing drama between people, basically, and just getting in people's drama and just getting in people's business in general. She doesn't have any form of, oh, she's famous for this thing, she's an athlete, she's whatever,
she's
you know what I'm
nothing.
saying? Same with, these girls, they're teenagers, I believe so, and they're famous on TikTok, and one of them is probably like the most famous person on TikTok right now. But, I mean, same for these girls, they're just doing dances and just from TikTok. Same with Vine when we were younger, people just became famous for doing these Vines, or, doing these TikToks now. So this girl, Trisha Paytas, basically came at these teenage girls for whatever reason, because one of them said something about she doesn't have a certain amount of followers and whatever. And this is a grown-ass woman who probably should just be minding her fucking business, but whatever, we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, one of the sisters, one of the D'Amelio, I really feel like I'm saying that wrong. Hold on. I don't know, I had this shit somewhere. Yeah, that's what's kind of like been on the screen, but I haven't been able to follow any of what's been going on because I feel like that's like an actual like review video. But yeah, D'Amelio Paytas. Okay.
So what's up with them?
Well, okay, they have beef right now because the Paytas girl said something about. Okay, so let me rewind. The D'Amelio sister, who says something about not having enough followers, people didn't like that, and she lost 1 million followers in over 24 hours on TikTok, which is, I guess, pretty big. If 1 million people stop following you, that's 1 million people that don't fuck with you,
Yeah.
So, this Paytas girl or woman, she's like an actual grown ass woman, older than us actually. She just attacked these kids to us.
That's where she
and
gets her
to
following.
yeah. And like I told you, that's all that she's known for is just starting shit with people. Well, she made a cover of Fuck the Police by NWA where she says the N-word. And one of the D'Amelio sisters did a TikTok dance to it, posted it, and now they're both kind of like in the dog pound for that.
What did the one get in trouble for making a TikTok dance to the F?
Because why the fuck would you make that to that video? I feel like this. We're definitely in a time now where
Wait. Let me backtrack. Who made the cover?
the D'Amelio sister.
Okay, and then one of them made a dance to it?
Well, she made oh damn. Okay. I get what you're saying now. So the D'Amelio sister made the dance to it. The cover came from the Paytas girl.
So the cover, when you mean by cover, you're saying like
She sang the entire song word for word, nigga and everything.
Is she not black?
She's not black. She's actually white and pretty fucking ugly.
That's wild.
Well, she is. I mean, and this is the thing about like makeup and shit.
She didn't get canceled. The D'Amelios got canceled because.
Well, no, they're both getting canceled right now.
Okay, but they got canceled because one girl gets canceled because she's not happy with enough. She's not satisfied with what she got. But the other one gets canceled because she did a dance to the cover up of another woman saying the N-word. Is that what you're saying?
So this is the girl who did the cover. You might need to brighten the screen. You just like slide the screen.
Yeah, it's alright.
But yeah. So I don't know. My bad. While you was talking, I was kind of like searching, so I kind of heard the end of it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the cancel to the second girl, to the other Emilios?
Actually, no. All right. So this is the Trisha Paytas girl.
Yeah, I seen that.
It was
one.
to me. Yeah, it was like pictures of. This is the Emilio girl who did the video. Yeah.
Who danced to it. So why is she get canceled?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says it right there.
Yeah.
So why did she get canceled?
Yeah, why?
Because, dude, you're a fucking white girl dancing to this. Come on, dude.
You got a problem with?
Yes, I have a fucking problem.
She was just dancing to it though. So if a black artist makes,
she's sitting there smiling about it though.
But what isn't it the Fuck the Police cover?
Yeah, but
so any white person can't listen to NWA Fuck the Police.
Yes, they can, but why are you dancing to this cover of a girl? Like, okay, if you don't like the girl doing a cover of the song, say that. Don't do a little bullshit TikTok dance to it, thinking that, oh, you're gonna, gain all this.
Was the dance bad? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't know. She just did the Renegade dance.
Oh.
The little it came out earlier this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all.
But yeah, she did that dance to it, and even put in the caption, "Oh, I couldn't find the audio for the song, so I hope this works." Almost as like a sneak diss to the girl because she knew what song she was using. It wasn't like, oh, she just used some random ass cover of a white girl singing NWA. She knew what she was doing. That's why I hold her to the furthest extent.
I just don't know, like, I'm not hurt that a girl did a dance to an NWA Fuck the Police. Like, cause then I think that's a slippery slope, and you're saying people.
That's not a slippery slope.
If you're saying she did a dance, like for example, if a white person we knew made a dance up to NWA's Fuck the Police, like I'm not understanding why she making a dance was disrespectful to the culture of ours. Like if I seen the dance, if I knew the beef wholeheartedly, maybe. But I'm saying, like, white people we know.
Well, that's the thing. I don't follow them at all. I've seen it on Twitter.
This is the first I've heard of these people in my life.
Literally, yeah. Like when I first saw it on Twitter, I was like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
That's
and I didn't even know that one of them was kind of like the most famous female on TikTok right now.
I don't have a TikTok. I don't know anything about it.
Dude, I don't even have TikTok as an app right now.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's what I'm saying. Like, so. Like, I don't understand, like, the beef aspect of what they were doing, but in terms in general, like, so you're saying if a white person made a dance to the NWA Fuck the Police, where's the issue with that?
You said where's the issue?
Yeah. Like,
there is no issue. Just use the regular fucking song.
Oh, so you're saying because she did it to the cover.
Yeah, dude.
To the girl saying it.
You don't have to do that.
I agree with you on that.
Voice your opinion and just leave it. Like, here's my thing is I feel like a lot of people do not think about when they're shooting their shot back or shooting their shot.
She should have just did
when
it
they're
with
firing
the
back at someone. You said what?
She should have just did it with the real audio. That would have actually worked better. Like, this is how the song.
It probably wouldn't have gotten over.
No, but like if she would have did it with the real audio to the shot back to the girl, it probably would have been like, this is how this is who and how the song's supposed to be said. Not by you, and then you do the dance to
probably
it.
She would have like started off with the girl's audio and then like did like a little record scratch or something to the actual audio.
That's if you're looking at the DJ perspective. Like if she really just came out to the NWA and Ice Cube was rapping or some shit,
right?
And and all that was going on, then I feel like I don't think it should have been backlash at all. I think actually she probably should have got praised.
I want to see Ice Cube and Dr. Dre's reaction to it.
That's another one. I gotta hear from actual people who's like, cause like to me, like I don't understand, like their little beef is whatever, but I don't understand fully like why she should be canceled for her making a dance to the NWA Fuck the Police. Like,
well, I definitely understand why the other girls should be canceled.
I mean, you complain because you didn't have. Oh my God, I got 255. I wish I had 300 million. No, get canceled. I don't care.
Well, her and the Paytas girl.
Oh,
I understand why the sister got canceled. Like, don't. I feel like
I'm
this.
grateful.
Even on Instagram, dude, I don't have a huge following. Even for this, it's not like, oh, I'm just known by people, you know?
Right.
I have like 100 followers maybe on Instagram. I don't fucking care, you know what I'm saying? If you follow me, you probably know me.
Yeah.
Why? Like, here's the thing. When you become famous, you don't control anything at that point. Your fame is dictated off of what it is that you, A, put out, 2, what it is that you're putting out.
Yeah.
And 3, it's based off of what the fans even want to see.
Well, it's all about fans. Once you get to fame, you gotta do what makes your fans happy because that's gonna bring you money.
But then there are some people who are just famous for stupid shit. You think about Boot Gang. That was never a good idea.
It was never good, but his fans liked it.
His fans liked it
And that's what got him where he was at.
It's not like you're just doing a regular fucking prank, though. It's not like, oh, you're... Like, I was telling you about the Funny Marco video.
Boom Gang never went to prison. It wasn't just a regular prank.
I'm pretty sure he went to jail.
Well, no, I'm talking about all the times we saw the steal-ins. He should have been locked up.
Yeah.
But he never, because it happened as a joke, and then he literally just returned the stuff. Because he should have been locked up. There's no reason why he should have been able to just keep going to these places X amount of times and just robbing.
Here's also the problem when you're doing that. Here's also the problem when you're doing that is when you're doing shit that in reality it's not a joke. You know, like stealing shit, that's not a fucking joke. You get into a lot of establishments, a lot of businesses, they're, ordered to shoot you if you're stealing. You know?
Which I'm not okay with. Why are they ordered to shoot you?
Well, I mean, you're taking their product, and that's kind of like...
So they're ordered to shoot you, so... Floyd George.
Floyd George, damn nigga.
So George deserved to die because he won't comply.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. He wasn't stealing anything. He tried to use fake money, I believe. But
which is technically stealing.
But okay, you don't see a 8-minute video of somebody putting their knee on whoever. Boot Gang, whatever his real name is, you don't see them putting.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't think guns should be involved when guns are involved. I don't think you should. Your Boot Gang runs into Apple, steals 5 iPhones. I don't care if it's fucking iPhone 12 Pro Max. Steals 5 of those, and he's running out. At no point in time do I think security should have blasted 5 in his back just because he had 5 iPhones.
I guess not. I would if it was my fucking iPhone. But anyway, let's talk about blasting some fucking body. So this Kyle Rittenhouse dude.
That's a terrible segue setup.
It's a terrible segue, but I didn't have anything else to say on that subject.
Man.
But because Boot Gang is not really relevant right now.
No, absolutely.
But, okay,
not.
last thing I will say about. Did you see the No Jumper interview that he had where he passed out?
Where he was gone, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last thing I'll say about that because that's a pretty sensitive thing. So this Kyle Rittenhouse dude was released on $2 million bail.
Who paid it?
Who the fuck knows?
Like, I thought
$2 million
I thought
fucking
this was some
dollars.
local boy trying to be the local hero.
If that was a nigga, do you really think he would have got away?
Nigga wouldn't have got bail. Nigga would have been.
He wouldn't have been able to post $2 million. He wouldn't have been able to post $3 million, $4 million. He would have gotten life.
Nigga, he would have gotten no bail. First off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It would have been a price. Secondly, he wouldn't be out. It's a whole lot of things. It's white privilege to the fullest.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
To the fullest, white privilege.
Hold on now. Let me down. Alright, we good. Go ahead, keep talking.
But yeah, like that's all it is. White privilege to the fullest. I don't. Maybe his family got bread like that. I don't know where you post $2 million because it was just a local kid being a local hero.
You got to be fucking kidding me. Can I get the other one? Fuck. Alright, yeah, I actually got it. Okay. Alright, finish saying what you said.
But yeah, that man was nothing but a local kid who made it across state lines at a young age and went and killed people. Like, come on, bro. And is he? Yeah, he got on bail, But the crazy thing is when he gets to trial, if he even, what's gonna stick on him? How many years he's gonna get? This man went out and was like, "Hey man, I'm freaking out here being Batman tonight, and I'm gonna put bullets in people." Right. Batman's a criminal. So
messed up the damn video.
So that man's really about to get free, and for nothing. Like, absolutely. And this is part of the problem. When you can go cross line, when you can literally take killing in your own hands, and you get out on $2 million bail. But the moment a black man, a minority, commits a crime,
right? Yeah, you think
they're getting to the fullest extent of the law.
If George Floyd would have went to jail, he wouldn't be free today for counterfeit money. And this man went across state to kill innocent people who were protesting against an actual. And even said in an interview, or not in an interview, but in whatever confession, that he was ready to die that night. Do you know how, like, here's the thing. There's certain things, like, have you ever just woke up and thought, like, what if today is my last day? Just like just random twisted shit that you thought in your mind, and it's like, well, I probably wouldn't be sad. I lived a good life,
Yeah.
Do you know how much you have to stand up for something for you to be willing to drive across state in an attempt to, this might be your last drive, this might be your last meal, this might be your last outfit that you put on.
Dude was ready to go to war. That's basically, that's what
lucky.
It was.
I will say that motherfucker is lucky. Kyle Rittenhouse is fucking lucky.
Absolutely. I mean, but he came with an arsenal while people were doing peaceful protests.
Dude, if he gets put in prison,
he gone.
They are going
he gone.
Fuck him up, dude.
He gone. Like, there's no, and you know what the crazy thing is?
What's that?
Is if he gets in prison and he doesn't go. Like, I'm not wishing death on nobody. But you know what? I'm not gonna bat an eye if he went to prison and he gone.
Yeah, no, fuck him.
But that's the thing that kills me. Like, we sit here and we talk about how X got killed for nothing. Now I don't know what MO3 or Mo, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Got killed for. But if it's for nothing, if it's for jealousy, hatred, like how Nipsey got killed for.
Right.
We see all these black people getting killed by other black people for nothing. But then you look at George Zimmerman. Walk the streets free. Then I heard he was talking about trying to countersue the parents now.
Yeah, for
defamation.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
for defamation, that's basically them slandering his name in the media. And I took a whole course on this in my senior year, but that's basically him saying that they messed his image up. You messed your image up. Why would you? You're a killer.
But George,
you're a murderer.
This happened in Florida, right?
Yeah.
So X got killed because he got money, but nobody mad at Zimmerman. Like, you hear all these rappers talk about they put money on Zimmerman's head, and it's wild to me.
The fact that King Von died, the dude Mo 3 or whatever, he died. We have all these rappers passing away, and nobody's done anything to 6ix9ine. It's just every time that we see him in every time that you said what?
Can you get to him?
I don't care. Somebody can get to him. Somebody can literally fuck him up right now as we're speaking. Somebody is around him. When we talk about all these rappers who are actually out here and who are actually doing this shit, this is what I mean by the rap game is so fucking, it's so fucked up and it's so twisted because we grew up off rappers like T.I., Jeezy, Gucci Mane, all these people who've had longevity, but that's because they've escaped from their hood, whatever, you know what I'm saying? When was the last time you ever heard here recently somebody getting a hit put out on, okay, Quando Rondo right now has supposedly a hit put out on him. We're living in the most dangerous of times with social media, with everything that with scammers, anything that you could possibly think of. You can get fucked up tomorrow and don't even know nothing about it. Get shot and killed by somebody who's just scamming you. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't believe anyone's right around 6ix9ine. Like, I think man is like low key in protective custody.
Oh yeah, he has to be.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think no one can get to him.
But what I'm saying is this.
But then also, like, when you talk about the Quando Rondo King Von incident, them niggas didn't have beef with 6ix9ine. No one's gonna get to 6ix9ine because no one got beef with him.
But that's because
Like, his niggas got beef with him,
I'm
but
not
his
talking about
niggas ain't big enough to
necessarily
get to him.
King Von and Quando Rondo. I'm not necessarily talking about them, in which I don't even know a single Quando Rondo's fucking song.
No,
I know King Von, obviously.
I just heard Quando Rondo's song one time when he came out with his diss.
Right.
His jump. He talking about I'm not hiding. Dude literally said I'm not hiding in his song. You canceled all your shows because Dirt keep buying them up.
He came out with a diss track.
Yeah, he came out with a diss track talking about he not hiding.
He's gonna get fucked up.
Hey, low key kind of need to after this one because you're talking about you're not hiding, but you keep canceling your shows because Dirt keep buying them up. This man really stopping your income.
Somebody
and you talking about I'm not hiding. He's stopping you from getting to the bread. I'm not hiding.
So somebody took a screenshot of you remember the old Martin episode where he fought Tommy Hitman Hearns, and after the fight they showed him in his apartment and his face is all like busted up and shit.
Yeah.
So they showed the picture of Martin all fucked up, and they had the Quando Rondo lyrics up above it, and it said also Quando Rondo.
Yeah.
Because he was getting fucked up in that fight, dude. Just from
he
the
lost
video,
that fight.
Yeah, he was definitely losing that fight. Especially for somebody to not have started shooting on King Von's end.
They brought the guns out because they was losing.
Yeah,
I ain't got no respect for Quando Rondo and his niggas because you went. It was a fist fight. No one pulled the guns out but you bitches because you was losing.
Facts.
No respect to Quando.
I don't even know
Rondo's
how we
niggas.
got on this topic from Kyle Rittenhouse, in which I don't even think this is what this is on right now.
Hey man,
but
fuck
you ready
Kyle.
to?
We was talking about why niggas ain't killing niggas who really need to be killed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got on the topic of 6ix9ine.
Yeah, you like niggas who really need. Like I said, I still don't feel like 6ix9ine need to go. I feel like he did what the fuck you supposed to. Niggas put a hit out on your life.
No, he needs to. Somebody needs to go ahead and do him in.
Why does 6ix9ine deserve to die?
I'm tired of hearing him. I'm tired of.
I do think he's an
watching
instigator.
him.
I do think he a problematic person. But I'm talking about for his incident. For the whole snitching thing.
My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. There is an interview where this dude's mom, in which I might watch this after this podcast, but it says Kyle Rittenhouse's mother defends son in sit-down interview.
I don't want to see that.
Well, I mean, obviously, I can't hear the audio from it.
I mean,
so I'm
facts,
just saying, like,
but I'm talking about, like, I don't want to watch it because, hey.
Well, how do you fucking defend that dude?
Because a parent's love knows no bounds. Like,
why has nobody shot Donald Trump?
What?
Just think about being the guy who shot JFK, waking up that day and it's like, I know he gonna pass by. I know I'm gonna see this nigga today. I'm about to go ahead and make me a bowl of cereal. Just think about making that last bowl of Lucky Charms or something. Captain Crunch. You had Captain Crunch. You watching the morning news.
Good breakfast. You will put a gun to the president.
you watching the morning news.
The bacon, the eggs. I want it all.
You watching the morning news. You see this nigga. You see him getting ready for the damn rally, whatever the fuck he was, parade, whatever he was driving in the car, so I'm guessing it was like a parade setting. But like, just think about seeing him and everybody's live with this shit. And you just like, all right, time to go get in position. Wait for this motherfucker. Just think like hearing the crowd come the next road over. And you cock your gun. You know what the hell you about to do. We need people like that now.
Man.
Social media has fucked everyone up. If it wasn't for the fact that you could easily find out who people are, I guarantee you probably Barack Obama wouldn't be alive. Donald Trump wouldn't be alive. So Joe Biden would probably have gotten stabbed somewhere.
You telling me that's the type of people we need?
I'm not saying that's the type of people that we need. It's especially not if Barack Obama would not be alive. But you think about shit like, okay, when Barack Obama was about to get in office, he got so many death threats just for being a black man.
Of course.
Back in the day, dude, JFK was white as snow.
But, JFK ruffled
He was
some
also
feathers.
he also had ties with certain people that he probably shouldn't have had ties with.
He ruffled some feathers.
Yeah.
Some feathers.
But same with just like this Trump family, dude. They're just all over the place.
How hard do you think? Do you think it's easy to just pop Trump?
Well, it's not easy to. Well, I feel like it would be easy to shoot the shit out of him,
oh,
but it probably wouldn't.
No.
It probably wouldn't be easy to get out of it. You wouldn't get out of it.
No,
you're definitely getting the electric chair.
You're not getting away, but you have to be a marksman. You're not getting like 300 yards and close to Trump with no kind of weapon.
Fuck that, dude.
You gotta be a marksman. You would have to be able to hit 400, 500 out. If that, I'm probably sugarcoating it. You probably, like, the White House probably got like a half a mile radius that you can, that's on lock. Like, they know weapons is in there.
Ah, shit.
Like, they know. And he's not going to no public event, like, and you getting them. No. They not doing no JFK, he waving while driving down the parade no more. Nah, they not doing that.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Trump and Obama weren't doing that because Obama was a black man who already got death threats. Trump was his racist bigot that already got death threats. They weren't allowing these men to ride down the street waving their hands on a... I'm always afraid... You know, you talk about, let's think about, you're the guy that wakes up to pull the trigger on the president. I'd be the guy that wakes up, pulls the trigger on the president, and then nigga, that's the stand-in. That motherfucker back alive the next day talking about, hey, he got the unlucky motherfucker. That's where my logic draws at. Like, oh, I shot the stand-in. Damn, that's a random motherfucker.
Yeah.
That got paid. He didn't even make good money to get shot.
Oh, dude, just think about getting life for that. You shot the stunt double. God damn.
That's what I'm talking about. That's where my line. That's where my
Fuck
mind.
that.
It's like I'd be the one to pull the trigger, and I hit the stunt man, and now I ain't got life for no reason.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I'd have made some man life over who was getting paid probably dirt to be the Donald Trump stand-in.
Damn, dude, they got his damn attorney showing up. I really need to probably fix these microphones. Like, probably put one on the side, more so because you're here more than anybody. So I might just put yours on the side so that way you ain't got to keep turning around. Because I have just been like constantly looking up this entire time. I just haven't been able to tell what the fuck. It's just been like helping me keep along with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, but you ready to end this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Episode 5. You're listening to The Freak Show. Damn, I don't even have no damn samples. All right.